Pleasure. It's been a while.
It has been.
Good to be back, man. It's good
the last
to be back.
time the three of us were on camera was the
Road to the
Road to the Finals
Yeah,
event.
we did a lot of winning there.
Yes.
We did a lot of winning. We had a lot of
Winners were
fun.
winning.
For sure.
There you go, Ronnie. We're off to a good start.
I'm
Yeah, that was
all
a
over
blast.
it.
Now,
That was a blast.
I have the chat pulled up, so if you guys have gameplay questions for Mr. Scott OG over here, I'm going to hand him the phone. He also has some notes. He's going to cover some stuff. Scott, you're going to talk about some things today on the stream, give some more insight into what exactly.
Yeah, man, for the guys that are familiar in the community, Big Czar and I run in the AI squad. We have an amazing AI team that's been here for a while now. But last year, we wrote probably a 30-page blog between the both of us that really did well. Some things change here and there, so we couldn't get to that. But hey, we're here now. We couldn't put it in Mike's blog, because then people would probably be falling asleep. But we did just as much on the AI side as we did
writing
last
the
year.
Odyssey.
Yeah, actually, a lot
True.
of the community was asking for that blog, so
Yeah.
It'll be good to kind of dive into some of that.
That's why we thought it was important to have you on this broadcast.
Yeah, absolutely. Before we start, I'm going to be rolling with my Lakers. I have to.
You're rolling with the 16-time NBA champions.
That's right.
Ronnie,
And
2K.
you are rolling with the people that voted for
The people's choice.
This is
The
going to be
people's choice. But here,
people's
so I
champion.
said this
It's gonna be a little rough, though.
So before we continue, I said this 2 years ago. And this is going to hold true again this year. They are my league pass team, meaning they're a
T-Wolves?
team.
Oh,
That,
yeah.
they're not a
Yeah.
team that's on television, or hopefully they get more national TV time this year. But this team is something to watch out for. Now with the hiring of Thibodeau,
I should have texted Carl to watch this broadcast.
He probably-
was texting
he
me
probably
He was
is
texting
right
me
now.
like 20 minutes ago. I should
Yeah.
just
By the way,
play your team.
fans, which Laker color jersey should I wear? Now we're at home, so we got to keep it to yellow or the white ones. I mean, I guess Ronnie could change, but we have the chat here. Let's see. Just tell me what they're typing in. We'll
How
vote
did
that
you get
jersey.
home court, by the way? How did we decide that?
Because I'm playing with the Los Angeles
Oh,
we're
Lakers,
playing
Lakers,
with the Lakers,
who are a little bit
always.
removed from the world champion type of caliber team that they
Yeah.
once
But,
were. But that's
now,
okay, because I'm rolling with my team. Scott OG, before I got to 2K, you know who I rolled with? My
Yes.
Lakers. You know who
Yes.
I'm still rolling with to this day? My
Always.
Lakers.
Yeah.
Through thick and thin, we're not
whether
jumping
it's
I'll give you
60
this.
wins or it's 17 wins, we're
that's
still
right.
there through thick
That's
and
right.
thin, Ronnie.
What are they saying for Jersey?
Man, there's a lot going on in the streets right
Yeah,
now.
do we even know?
We'll probably want to get into this slowly.
They
The
want us
chat
to
is
jump.
on fire.
They are on fire. They're ready for this.
Carl Anthony Towns
All right, should we
is
just go with
probably
regular white?
an MVP prediction within the next
yeah, I'd
2-3
say so.
years easily.
Yeah, I think that's
So we're
fair
gonna
enough.
we're gonna do our best as Ronnie just buttoned through the first thing to not button through things. Thank you, Ronnie 2K.
Chris Dunn falling to
pick
where he
my-
fell to Minnesota.
That's
I
a
did
miracle.
not see that. And
I thought he
I'm
was
gonna
going to
go
go to
ahead and
Boston.
proceed and
I thought
bench
they were
him.
going to pick him up.
oh my goodness,
No,
Ronnie
he's
already making mistakes.
You know why? He's quick, and I think he's a good guy for six-man
Okay.
in this setup.
Okay.
All right.
And I'm going veteran over here, putting KG in the lineup.
Okay. You don't want to spot in minutes, but
Now, I
you
don't
want to
think
start
we're
him?
Yeah.
picture in
All right.
picture, correct? We're just doing full screen, so that's cool. So we're going to just stay full screen. But again, if you're just joining us, this is the first ever game, Ronnie 2K and the Minnesota Timberwolves, as voted by the
people.
By the people.
By the
And,
people,
for
for
the
the
people.
people.
I did not.
Oh, Ronnie.
I did
Hey.
not
You owe
put
me a
up.
Coke.
I did not put up a vote because I'm rolling with my team. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like a real fan, like the vote
That's
doesn't
right.
even come into
It
question.
doesn't even come
you know,
into
it
question.
it's. I already eat, sleep, drink.
That's
purple
right.
and
All right,
gold.
so we're going to check out some of the pregame intros here. So sometimes you'll get court projections, sometimes you'll get starting lineups. National anthem, as you guys saw during the trailer, our USA trailer, you saw that.
Look at Brandon Ingram.
Mozgov was
Yes.
paid quite handsomely
Mozgov.
this offseason.
That's right. There's my boy Jordan Clarkson.
And I'm sure the fans that are watching this now, I mean, they've read all the blogs and seen things.
Yep.
Stamina is as important as ever.
Yes.
Yep.
You know, so
And Brandon Ingram. I
something to
mean,
look
there's
out for.
so many great-looking rookies, but he is just spot on.
Yeah, these scans look amazing.
D'Angelo.
If
Looking
I see
nice.
if I see D'Angelo do the hot light blade one
Oh,
more
he's going
time,
to do it. You're going to get some ice in your veins tonight, Ronnie 2K. You betcha. And Luau Day. Great pickup.
veteran player Luke
Yes.
Walton. The Warriors have not been the same.
All right, so we're going to start off in broadcast cam. There is a new camera in the game. We're going to talk about it.
Oh.
I have my. It's not going to be my first choice of a camera to use. I'm going to be honest
I
with you, Scott.
understand that.
But I'll
understand
explain
that.
why. But
You
we're going to show
feelings.
it off for maybe a few possessions
Sure.
because I don't think we're going to stay on it too long. But I want the explanation to the people. It's called Winners Win, so I have to think it has something to do with
Winning
Mr.
is not a
Sullivan.
sometime thing; it's
That's
an
right.
all-the-time thing.
There
so
you go.
this is something you have to deal with.
All right.
We have the 3 broadcasters that were actually in last year's game.
Yeah, so this the audio
That
team
was
did
the
a
worst
phenomenal
game of the
job.
whole time.
The audio team did a phenomenal job
Yes.
with all you guys saw the Pacific Stadium sounds and all that. I mean, that really makes the game feel different.
Absolutely.
As you can see here, we got brand new switching animations for all those X's and O heads out
Nice
there.
shot, Ronnie.
So switching screens is a lot more effective than it was previously.
We're actually in 2K cam to start this, so we'll switch back. Oh, you want to switch every quarter, Ronnie, or do some?
Sure.
Do
That
some
was
new-
from me and
Yeah.
my man playing.
Oh, nice
there's-
extra.
And there's a little pass, a little
Good
drop
pass.
off pass. So we're going to show all these replays, but you can see some of the new passing animations. Scott, one of my favorite things about the game this year is the passing animations, whether it's a flashy pass or passing of a shot. You can see right there, a nice pass by D'Angelo coming up and dropping it down to Mozgod.
Yeah, passing has definitely improved, man. Our guys over there, Jay Bean and the crew, have been working really hard, taking care of it, man. It's coming together. So we're staying in 2K cam.
We're gonna
just for the
stay-
quarter.
I like this. I like
Just
this.
for the quarter.
Just going
just for
cam
the
and quarter.
That's also the people's
people's choice.
request.
That is the people's choice. I know people really like 2K cam. Last year, I kind of converted to broadcast almost exclusively.
Nice.
You know, I found that when you're driving in, and I play a lot of team games, team play.
Yep.
So it's like whether
Yep.
it's team up or I'm going in pro-am. I really like. I trust my point guards. So you know, they know where I like to be. They know what I'm trying to do. So it's just one of those things where it's really nice to.
Oh, tried it. So I'm glad that you went to that, Chris.
And what?
That back door, we like to call that back door cheddar
Yes.
by holding that triangle or Y was really tough for us to play. Our off-ball system, we added over 700 new animations from off-ball post to the off-ball
Wiggins does not
deny.
look happy about
So
that.
basically, there's more ways now. Guys can physically, stop that back cut, as you saw in that first play right
Yeah,
here.
and you can see them. They're gonna. That's what the league's gonna do. They're gonna try to push Brandon Ingram around a little bit.
Yes.
New free throw system. You want to talk about the way free throws are shot now? If you're
New free
aiming
throws,
a little bit off.
yeah. If you're aiming, I say, if it's a lot of it is on skill, as you can see here, off,
As Ingram
long,
misses
short,
too.
left, right. Those are pretty self-explanatory there. Initially, as you bring it
Don't get
down,
the ball. Don't get the ball.
some of you have noticed, and I've read it in some threads, transition offense and transition defense has completely been rewritten.
Offense is 3 seconds on who?
Pay
What was
attention,
Rubio
Ronnie.
sitting there
So
for?
you say it's been completely rewritten. What are some of the things you're going to see?
So some of the things you're going to see is guys getting back, guys up top in tandem of 1, 2, and 3 are more in a shot. So basically, say if I take a 3 on the wing and you're at the top, you're going to be getting back as I shoot the 3. So we're back better in semi-transition. We're back flowing. We have introduced this new concept of backflow. What does that mean to you? It means that we can get to our assignment, stay on the same side of the floor as best as we can. Nice play.
It's not too good right here for the purple and gold right
The
now.
purple and gold, yes.
This is tough though. This is what Karl Anthony Towns does. If he wasn't the #1 overall pick, could have been that purple and gold, but he's not. So Ronnie's starting off nice here.
A little tentative, as we always are at the beginning of these official
Good move.
broadcasts.
Yo, a little UTEP two-step action there, a little between the legs
But you see,
$1 million move,
I can't,
10-cent
I can't
finish.
complain because it's halfway on the shot meter, so that's something that's new as well, Scott. The
Yes.
the layup meter.
Yes, you got to time
Ah!
those. You got to time
There you
those.
go.
More of just of
Should've
a
bounced
boost.
past there. No way.
Something else that I wanted to mention as you guys are getting out of it for more of our hardcore X's and O guys. Oh, see, came off on that end.
Draw
Not
that
a
foul.
bad help there.
He,
Is that you can control
I
now?
threw my body at him
There you
with
go.
a stick.
Ronnie, don't act like you got skills.
He's feeling good about it.
Touche.
I'm
He's
just
feeling
like-
good
I'm
about
feeling
this.
good at it.
There you
8-2
go.
lead, man.
There you go. What I was getting at is that for our hardcore X's and O's guys, you can control the type of help off of drives. You can control your help off of dives to the basket. We're really just
Wow.
giving you the tools now, offensively and defensively, to kind of try to play the more you want.
Oh no! I
That was
cannot-
awesome.
I
I've
could
never
literally
seen that
not buy a
before.
basket right now. Got a mismatch.
Oh, good. Little pinch post action. Nice. Coming
And,
off of the elbow and a dive to
yeah,
the
we're gonna
basket.
take a little timeout here.
Need a little TO.
That's okay. You know what?
11-2 is not a very good
You
start
know me,
here.
Scott. When I get really competitive, I get quiet, and I don't really want to be super quiet right now.
No,
I
you
wanna
have
show
to on
off
this
some of the
broadcast.
things.
You have to
This
play
is why I'm
completely
here.
different.
I am the voice.
Excuses. That's okay. We're going to be live streaming on Thursday night when this game drops at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's when our embargo drops. That'll be midnight Eastern. When that time comes, it is time to live stream, play with the community. I'm going to be playing team up with a couple of my guys all night long. So I'll be in the stream talking to you guys, playing with you guys. It'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, we'll be all in there. You guys have all seen the new archetype stuff that's been coming out.
Yes.
Everybody that's who's been playing the Prelude. We're really, really excited about that. You know, the esports and you know, the Pro-Am final couldn't have gone any better, really, you know.
And speaking
Yeah,
of
Other
that,
than
it really
The
kind
Drew
of taught us.
Kabakers running away.
Absolutely.
You know?
Besides that,
Yeah.
the 2K All-Star Tournament, it's going to happen in February. Really excited about that. Another $250,000
wanna
up.
let it
Green,
fly.
Green, man.
splash.
I was so surprised how
My
open I
goodness.
was, so I had to let it go.
It's nice.
I'm glad you brought up the archetypes. I mean, there's so much conversation about trying to build a guy like you to the point where you know you play all of these styles that are relevant to what you want to do. I know Chris likes to shoot a lot, so he builds the kind of the sharpshooter, shooting guard kind of build. Is that what you're thinking,
I
Chris?
do. I never met a shot I didn't like.
And then
Oh,
Scott,
there you
Scott,
go.
what are you thinking about?
Man, see, this is Ronnie. I'm glad you asked because it's a legit conversation that
Yeah.
we can have around the
And
competitive
it hasn't
gaming
been
scene.
in previous years.
It really hasn't. You know, a lot of guys have, you know, and we try. Different things happen. Different tech comes, different stuff, which allows us to do different things. But this point guard discussion is big. I mean, it is at really every position. Like the guys who could shoot, I'm seeing a lot of playmakers out of there. But man, you're taking quite a bit of hit at the shooting. So knowing your personnel and then knowing the opposition's personnel now is going to be, you know, quite big, especially when it comes to shooting. You know, a sharpshooter, you're not going to want to leave that guy open.
Now, one thing you just saw there, a pull-up from mid-range. You know, last year you tried that mid-range game. A lot of fans gave feedback about that. This year it's a really beautiful thing. You know, guys that can shoot that mid-range pull-up, you're going to see a higher success this year, you know, shooting those shots.
Good defense there by Payne. Yeah, you're going to see a lot less of defenses leaving the corner. We got to, I believe, 27 teams this year actually physically talk to when it comes to ACE and our adaptive coaching engine. So that tool alone has over 6,000 adjustments currently, and we'll be updating throughout the season just as we did last year.
Strip.
Foul. There
Good
we go.
foul.
All right.
Good
Calm
foul.
it down. Calm it down.
Julius Randle, hopefully
Yes.
his 15 feet plus, you know, he can extend that game a little bit
Get that green.
because he's
You
going to need
know,
to.
I mean, he was coming off ACL, MCL, right? Or was it just
I think it was just
MCL?
I think it was a
knee.
break.
Yeah.
Actually, I think it was a break.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it usually takes over a year. I mean, it takes 2 years, so
Yeah.
I think you can expect kind of a breakout.
Well,
from
also, you
Julius
know, a
this
lot
year.
of things that are, you talk about the success of the Warriors and Draymond Green. You know, Luke Walton had a lot to do with, you know, helping Draymond grow into the player he was. So I think it's going to be really interesting to see what he can do with this young Lakers team.
Yeah, I love Randall a lot in Kentucky. I don't know, to be honest, how he currently fits in this NBA that we have now. That these fours really got to stretch.
Ronnie's
You know,
hitting
definitely like a
everything.
more agile Zebo. But his handle's definitely underrated too.
That's not a foul. Not getting any love here.
Shabazz.
Chris,
Boss.
next possession, maybe we would have come down and, you know, tap that, you know, that LB, L1,
That's right.
you know, and start down there.
And Ronnie will
20
not
to
miss,
7.
but
Chris, just about getting this thing under 10.
That's all right.
Okay,
Ronnie
that's a
playing
long
well.
game. Oh, now
You
it's
can
all
see
wide
there
open.
they were leaving him totally.
I got to get it on the boards. Or I'm gonna
The AI, you're going to see a lot more one pass away, leaving exceptions. Usually that's the rule. You never leave there. And if there's
That
bad
was
shooters,
a total heat check.
5s, 4s out there, they will definitely come down and help.
And that's out of bounds. So good look at Brandon Ingram there.
Just gotta
That's the
slow it
future right there
down,
for
and
us.
I'm playing for one here.
Extending pressure, as some of you guys may have been able to see, you can do that now in the options menu as well.
Ronnie's playing like a pro right now. I got to stop button 3 in
Yeah.
replays.
Got to contain that basketball.
Minnesota's super underrated in this
They're
game.
very athletic.
They're very
Very
good.
athletic.
Very athletic.
good.
I mean, if a couple of their guys that are shooters can just play up to their level, Brandon Rush, Chris Dunn, some of the guys that can actually shoot on the team, they're going to be scary. And if Wiggins takes that next step,
Wow.
Yeah, which I
and
think he will.
Carl
which I
doesn't have
think
a
he will.
second. Carl doesn't have a sophomore slump. I really doubt that. The guy's a monster.
Yes, absolutely.
Not a good ideal quarter there.
Oh,
for
this
me.
is my favorite part. Cheerleaders throwing T-shirts in the crowd.
Yes.
One chunk at a time, Chris. One chunk at a time.
Yeah.
Something I don't know how many times I said to our fellas, and I know they're watching GFG
Yep.
back home.
I don't get nervous because I know it's a long game.
To be honest, I've also been extremely serious
and playing all
not
day.
talking. And you,
True. We're on. Let's see. Let's go back to broadcast. Scott, you want to talk about your camera real quick?
The good old winners
Oh,
win
winners
camera.
win.
All right, so check
winners
this out. So,
winners win is
Scott-
kind of
whoa,
that. Winners win is
What is
that
going on
combination
here?
between guys who really like to be on the floor, be close, but yet be in a semi 2K or broadcast cam. So there's a bunch of different options here for you to
Yes.
choose to.
So you see the swing through right there.
Yep.
Yeah, my guys are not playing D right
The
now.
right stick up is your friend this year. Definitely use that. You can use it to steal, hands up. It's definitely something I suggest.
camera is interesting. I love it. Just a different angle on the
Yep.
game.
Man,
There's
oh,
different
man.
options
I
to
cannot-
back
I
it
cannot
up.
buy a
The
basket right
Lakers are not hitting any shots right now.
now. Nothing.
Good
Good
foul.
foul.
I'd like to know from the guys in the chat, man, what archetypes are they picking?
Yeah, for
You know
sure.
what I'm saying? I would like to. Very
know,
curious from
I'm
everything
thinking
that
It's
they've
just
seen.
not about
I'm
making the
thinking,
best player you can be. It's also about like getting who you're playing with, right? I'm going to be running alongside my point guard, so I need a two guard that can be a shot creator. So I'm
Yeah.
going to go with
Nice.
that kind of archetype. Somebody that can create shots. I like to take shots and create shots out of nothing.
I think I'm going to be
What are you
a
running?
playmaking small forward. Or
Really? I have not heard
I mean,
that
I
one
like,
so much
yeah,
yet. Not like that's not a good one. There's definitely a lot
I've
of
always-
pros to that.
Whenever I would play pro-am or play on the park or just a variety of, or in career, my goal wasn't to score 60 points a game, even though I could score. It was to try to get triple doubles. And that was kind of like how I like playing in high school and college too. So it just gives me that opportunity to play like I. Oh, that was not a good
We're
pass.
seeing a lot of stuff out here. I'm reading stretch bigs, paint protectors, a 7-3 post score. That's not bad. Speed, you're going to take a hit on. So that was very common
cool.
last year for that guy to play as the biggest dude, and he was really agile. Don't forget too that I know you've probably read it. Some of you guys that are super into the forums and all that and blogs is the fact that we have speed with dribble and without. So something to take note on. A 5'7" glass cleaner. There you go. That's good. That's good.
You're gonna jump.
I'm trying to be patient right now.
Foul. This camera is fun when it swings. Oh, you got the match
Oh,
up there. Oh, you should
cat.
have taken the matchup. Oh,
Good
extra
swing.
pass.
Good
Oh,
extra
boy.
to the corner.
Hey,
Here
we
he
hit a
comes.
shot, Scott OG.
Here he comes.
No.
Tables have turned.
There's Shake. Yes, Shake. That is true.
I gotta say,
Good D,
I'm,
good D.
I'm liking this more and more as we're playing this.
Yeah, it takes a bit to get used to. That's for sure. I mean, there was nothing, but that's kind of when you're going through different camera angles. That's what you want to hit. So it's
Yeah.
not. Oh, hey, let's just create another edition
That's
off
right,
of
right.
broadcast or something else. We'll continue to iterate and mess around with it, but the idea is what's
Scott, I mean, you're so focused on gameplay. What are you most looking forward to from a feature mode perspective?
the pro-am.
Yeah.
The pro-am, man. The pro-am is just the way it took off last year, and now, like you and I talked about, how we mentioned the archetypes and everything. That's just there's a whole different strategy.
Yeah.
Like when we go on, on Friday, and guys really start getting after it, it's like, oh man, you created a playmaker. Like I have
Right.
guys hitting me up all the time, DMing me of like, you're a sharpshooter, right? You know, there's a legit conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't even mention to all the off-ball post tools that we gave you this year. There's over 500 anims just in that system alone. So the battle within
Wow.
the battle is huge. You can deep seal, you can spin. There's a whole push and pull mechanic. Defensively, if you use the right stick, now you can chuck and pull their hips, which has a foul, bigger foul chance and stuff like that. So there's all these different tools that you didn't have last year.
And
So-
one thing we haven't even talked about with Pro-Am, and I'm going to kind of drop a little bit of exclusive news here, you can
Yep.
actually get scouted on Pro-Am, and players can look for each other in it. So it's
Mm-hmm.
going to be very fun, this Friday when the game drops and players are kind of starting to create their My Players and looking at what kind of positions are available and people to find to play with,
Yeah.
Start building those teams. So there's a whole element of that, too, that's going to be really cool this year.
It's going to really start separating, these guys who like to dribble a lot or like to be playmakers and not less shooters and distributors as opposed to guys that can just straight knock it down.
One, come on, get in there. All right.
I'm glad you brought up Pro-Am as well, Chris, because a lot of people have been asking about when we're going to talk about it from a announced strategy. And Pro-Am's the Pro-Am news is going to come probably after launch, and the reason for that is we have a lot of focus. You guys have mentioned the esports road to the finals. We have some big news coming on that. Obviously, people already know that we're talking about another big cash prize, a road to All-Star, and some other things. So we'll have more on that as it comes. But one thing that we can say that came out of the community events was that the whole you'll be able to go from park to Pro-Am. You'll be able to acquire sponsors. There's a lot of really cool things going on with that mode. And here I go and I'm talking and I'm struggling. So I'm gonna stop doing that.
You're doing just fine.
Then the other thing that we haven't talked about, every other mode we've talked about today, obviously we talked about My Team. If you have
There's a new
not
strip.
seen that blog, you are missing out. It is awesome.
Yes.
So I would definitely check out the My Team blog if you haven't. But the one mode that we haven't talked about yet is, of course, My Park. We have something very cool coming there.
Yes.
We're just not 100% sure it's going to be ready for a trailer by launch. We're hopeful, but it's not quite ready. So we're not sure. It takes time with the approvals and stuff like that. So we're hopeful, but it might be early next week. So those are the two things that we haven't discussed yet, but there's a lot of good stuff in a lot of modes, and there's a lot of good stuff in those two modes. We just haven't been able to get those trailers out yet. But we do still have two more trailers. I mentioned one a little bit earlier, by the way. Chris, you see my tweet?
Oh, there's our new tip-ins.
Yeah, I was going to try
Yeah.
to tip it in there.
Nice.
Normally I probably wouldn't try to tip that in, but I wanted to show that off. So yeah, you hold square down.
Oh,
You'll be
you may
able
need a
to,
TO here, Chris.
Huh?
You may need a TO. Let's
Yeah,
get a TO.
I'm
here.
gonna go one more possession.
All right. That may be one possession too late, Chris.
We're gonna.
All right.
Oh,
Swing
look at
to
that,
the
wide
other
open.
side of the floor. Oh,
was
you
a
proved
nice
me wrong. There you go.
Scott,
Good feel,
I got
Chris.
my
Good feel,
winners
Chris.
winners win tips from
There
the
you-
broadcast last year. I got them in my head.
Now you need to
But
press.
you're right, though, but
Now
you
you
know-
need to press right on that D-pad.
Yep, and that is not a good look. Let's go. We're here. This is a really cool camera. It gets really close to the action. Pretty easy.
Yeah,
to
we're pretty
control
happy
close.
with some of with the community
Yeah.
guys. Some guys are gonna love it, other guys are gonna hate
Right.
it. There's just different.
Totally.
I'm still a old style, broadcast
Yeah,
guy.
me too.
Yeah,
But
we're gonna switch. to that
guys
now.
look at me crazy if I don't play 2K.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? But like in the
That's
Pro-Am or in the park,
Yeah, be
I
on
play
skates,
2K.
Chris.
Yep. I'm still the funny thing. You saw that air ball there. If you look at where I aimed it, you still have to get used to the right stick, shot, aiming it. You just pull it away or pull it. I pulled it down there. It's something that's going to definitely take some getting used to.
Definitely, and it should.
Yeah, but
it's-
once you
it's-
get used
yeah.
to it, though, it's pretty nice in terms of like what you're able to.
Yeah, we really want to separate, and have that guy.
Yeah, right.
Somebody like last year in the tournament, you could say,
Man.
hey,
Block, Ronnie. Yep.
Bud 2407. He's
Oh,
that
run
guy.
the floor.
Take a timeout.
Oh, you gotta let that play. You gotta let that replay play.
All right, we're
That's
gonna
an
switch.
alley.
We're gonna
Yeah.
switch camera angles so I can get back in this game. We can go to
There
good
you
old
go.
broadcast.
Yeah,
generic.
good old broadcast. How do you guys feel about the new sounds? Makes the game feel
Oh
my
much completely
God.
different, doesn't
Love
it?
it.
Yeah.
And the custom ones per arena. I mean,
That's-
it's more like
that-
Staples than ever before.
Scott, some of these adjustments that you can make during timeouts. What are the fans looking at right here?
Man, you can look at everything. You can you're switching defenders if you hit square here.
Okay.
Here's
All radial.
here's a whole new radial design. You can change your tempo. Once you get into game, you can hit right on the D-pad, and now you have these what we call ace packages. So now I don't have to go to start, mess with 34 defensive settings. You know, I can go in and just say, hey, LeBron, I want boxes and elbows. Basically means that the defense is going to shrink the floor, or I don't want no threes. There's this whole entire package system
You can see it right here.
with a bunch of them, all on the fly, which is pretty good. Because the offense, man, Big Czar and that crew, man, they're really just killing it. You can see guys more contextually cutting. You're going to see a lot on the offensive end this year with the AI, appropriately
What is
reacting
going
to
on?
slips.
That was my popping it up.
Oh, cut him
Oh, I
off,
gotta
hands
go-
up.
yeah. I gotta slow down.
Oh, Ronnie doesn't know the clock.
Oh no!
Oh, with a new move to end the half.
Oh my God!
Oh, look at DA.
So you're gonna see some of the presentation
DA
stuff
and
as
Zach
as
LaVine
my
looking
Lakers
good.
are just getting smashed right now online, but that's okay. I'd rather talk about some of the highlights that people can expect. So what's the word on the streets in the chat?
Man, the chat is pretty live. It's almost too live for me to
Would
keep
you
up,
say?
man.
Would you say, Scott, that the chat is lit?
Is that what the kids are saying these
That's
days?
what the
Trying to
kids
follow
are
on
saying.
your
Ronnie
phone.
2K says he says. Yes.
Is it 7 fire emojis?
So
With a couple hand claps. And
Yeah.
we're gonna cut back to the game here, but check this out. Some of this presentation stuff that you're gonna see during halftime shows on head to head. So a lot of really cool things returning,
Look
but
at
then
that,
some
dog.
really nice new stat overlays.
Yes, those
Some
are
really
big.
nice information.
Stat overlays. You're talking a whole new Shaq, Ernie, and Kenny. All new lines from them, man, which they're outstanding every year.
One more thing I should say about the park is that on Friday we are doing another broadcast with Microsoft, and we will be playing the park. So should be pretty fun.
What
to
day
get-
is that?
To get there out there on the streets. Friday launch day.
Okay.
Not good for my Lakers at all. Ricky Rubio, I've let Rubio.
I'm
drop
shooting
9
52%.
points on me while
That's
I've been talking.
probably not
Yeah,
going
and you
to.
shooting 27% is
That's
probably not going to win you anything.
There's going to be a definite coming back to the mean for both of us.
Let's hope.
Let's hope for your
Let's
sake.
hope. Or it's not so lit, Ronnie 2K.
Here we are, 3 days away. Can you guys believe it? I mean,
It is pretty
Just
crazy.
feels like-
Oh, look at one of the best things
The
this
question
year.
is, can you talk about the
Get
post game?
lit!
Yeah, there's been a tons of new stuff with the
Yes.
post game, so you'll
But
enjoy
Scott,
that.
look at what is on the
Oh.
screen.
Man, every time this came on throughout, throughout us, this cycle.
this guy.
Oh yeah, it
get
ain't
hyped.
over yet.
Oh, dude,
This is
I
just-
never stopped
This
watching
is amazing.
it. Never button through. The dude's jumping
never.
out. Oh, here we go.
This is
Oh,
what
they're rounding up
this
again.
is what taking presentation to the next level is about,
Yeah,
right?
this is just ridiculous.
Listen,
what
the Lakers
presentation team's
may
doing.
not be getting many W's these days, but we hire good halftime
man.
shows. as
No,
can
just so
see.
you guys
See
know,
this?
the people on this couch are the ones that mocap this.
That is not true, Ronnie
Without the
2K,
tramp.
but- right.
That's trampoline.
Well, I remember in the friction trailer there was
Yeah,
a shot of
everybody
this,
thought it
and
was
somebody was
you.
like, "Why are they jumping so high?" It was like,
Because they didn't see him
They
take
didn't
off.
see him take off from the trampoline. But again, just those little small things this year, as with every year. Props to the development. team for-
Anybody mention the blimp, by the way? It's just blimps. It's all good. It's cool.
Yeah, like the blimp just not getting enough love.
The blimp is not getting enough
There we
love.
go. So there's a whole new, man, the way that this, oh, nice.
And,
You see a lot more of those, too, in this
Yeah,
year
rip that.
in the lane. What I like to call the dump cheese.
except when
there
you're
it
on
is.
Oh, I was trying to tip it up to KG.
That new wheel, just tapping L1 or LB, has a whole new contextual.
Why is he open?
Oh, I don't know. Was that user?
65 million, baby.
Like Carl was kind of caught between. I
Could
blame
be.
Carl. I blame
Could be.
Carl for
Could
that.
blame Carl. There's a lot going on. His awareness rating's got to be pretty high. So there's so much. Our game is so big.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
Yeah.
so much that's going in here. Looking at awareness, what he can't see, can he see? Oh, there's a good help right there on. Dang, straight up. Oh,
I was
nothing.
trying to get into Carl again.
So, when we're trying to debug this stuff, there's a lot that's going on, which is really cool.
You know, switching cameras in the middle of a game is so trippy. I'm having a hard time with that.
Oh.
I'm having a hard time
Slowly
with these camera
but
switches.
surely, this is what I have to do. Climb back. I'm never
Get
gonna
under
make this
10.
easy by myself. So you can
Work
see
from there.
KG's a little upset with that call, even
No,
though
he
that
was
was a
off his
great.
feet.
That was a great.
great
And
ball.
some of the other stuff that Mike talked about. There's a new limb collision system in the game, so you're gonna see times where a guy brushes up against your arm or your leg right there, and you couldn't really see in that replay, but you'll see you'll see it move with contextually to what's
It
happening.
looks really good. Looks
Yeah.
really good, especially down here when you're off the ball. You see it a lot.
I cannot hit free throws. That's a big problem I'm losing right now.
I think we had one question in here.
I was there. Come on.
Give and go.
Timeout. Can't get stops. Minnesota's insane this year, though. I think they're
Minnesota's
gonna.
gonna be
I think they're gonna finish like top 5
They'll
in the
be-
game in terms of the ratings.
Yeah,
like,
I think they'll be one of
really
the higher play now online teams as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
they're deceivingly athletic, deceivingly good.
Yep. I love the results
think,
and everything that we were seeing a lot from that mode
Do
as
you
well.
think they're going to make the playoffs, Scott?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
You think they're going to be
Yep.
in the top 6?
I don't think they get that high. I think they fall just past that,
Okay.
but that's where I have them.
I
yeah.
had them at 5. I'm
Yeah.
really. They might be a year away from that, but I don't think so. I think that enough teams have taken a step back in the West that
Yeah.
I think that they could get to
I think the
5.
big thing is too is like even though they lost Kevin Durant, what's going to happen with OKC? Because people forget that when Durant went down, they were one game
That
a
was
couple years ago.
lollygagging.
When Durant went down, they were one game out from the 8 spot, and
Yeah.
they still didn't make the
Right.
playoffs. And
Yeah.
Westbrook had these numbers, but his turnover numbers were also extremely high. And a lot of people have him winning the MVP this year.
Yeah.
I think that's tough to win the MVP when you're 8th or so in the West.
Nothing's going your way, Chris.
It's all right. Happens.
Whoa!
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 Haven't seen that one. Haven't seen it.
Wow!
When it rains, it pours,
That's
Chris.
that's
That's just the way
what
the
I'm
game's
facing
going
right
for
now.
me.
yeah.
That is just the way.
Yeah,
the
Chris, you
game
may
is
want to
going
see.
for me.
There's a whole new quick play and dynamic quick play system, Chris. So when you get in, you may want to L1 try to call something
Poster!
for D'Angelo. Try to post up.
yeah.
Post up him on Rubio.
Ronnie's throwing a lot of doubles at me, so I'm
Yeah.
trying to show the post, but
They're
Ronnie's
just so
scheming.
fast, dude.
well, yeah, I know
The
they're
Wolves
so
are
fast.
like so fast.
It's all right. We go down with the sinking
for
ship.
you other hoop,
That's right.
for you other hoop gurus
you
out
gotta
there.
give Chris some serious respect here. He's going down. He's going down
Oh,
fighting with this.
I can't
Same.
get anything to drop.
For
today.
you other hoop
But-
gurus out there, we have the SIG
Yes.
hedgers, so you'll see different guys like
Oh,
Draymond
what?
Green,
Is that the
guard to guard,
chairman?
more guard to guard switches, etc. Oh my goodness.
You gotta put the chairman in. That's your.
thing as well. I like how I'm giving tips on gameplay as I'm getting smashed here, but you double tap square to do a Euro step. If you hold RT or right trigger, you can double tap square to do a spin move. So that's how you control that
Yep.
a little bit for guys. It's a little bit different than last year, but it's nice.
Our guys are,
So I'm gonna try
our
to.
fans are great. They are always adjusting. Oh, I
That
think
was
you
a
had.
nice
Did you
spin.
have Ingram on the kick
I
out
did.
there?
I was trying to do a Euro there, but I
Okay.
decided to go
Showing
with
for the
spin.
people.
Yep.
Nope, don't play that. I don't know.
I was gonna try.
When you hit everything, you hit everything, I guess.
That's a good. She was wide open.
Nah, I mean, it's all good. I can't hit anything.
And you got. I would leave that too. You may want to mess around with those settings, Chris. Those quick options on the D-pad. Shrink the floor. Oh, yee.
Wide open.
Oh,
Yijin Mon.
yeah. Are you shooting with the button or the stick?
I'm shooting with a stick.
Okay.
Yep.
In the crowd system.
Comes
Added
up.
all new changes to pick and roll defense. So all new
Yeah,
concepts
this
of I'm
is
back.
definitely a slaughter. Ronnie, I'm going to give you some props here. Ronnie decided to quit work to play all day to.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's exactly what I'm doing.
We gotta get.
Just a backhanded compliment.
Nah, we'll run one.
I like it.
What is-
We're not
what is-
done yet.
what
There's
is-
still a lot of game left,
This is over.
Chris. Winners win. You gotta.
Yeah, winners. You gotta have a
I'm
mentality.
not feeling too well. You know, not feeling too good right now. But we'll make some adjustments. We'll see what we can do.
There you go. Got to run. See, he's already back. See, he's already waiting. So
There he
there's
is.
the tip. Yeah.
No, I'm running.
Or
Ronnie's
last
getting
year,
a lot of
it
steals
took
too.
guys to get slower.
Yeah. He's
That's a
getting
good lob.
he's
Good
tipping every
fill-in.
ball. I can't get a
Minnesota's
Get a
just
play right
crazy
now.
athletic right now.
yeah. They're really good. in
Unless
the
you
game
get
this year.
Ingram going, which you have Wiggins, it's
No call.
here they go. Someone's gonna stop the ball. That's you. Go with the charge. Oh,
I was getting a little showboaty. Whoa,
oh,
look at that.
flashy to the fadeaway. And going window seal. All right, all right.
Chris
that
pulling out
works.
the flashy.
I have to try.
That is awesome.
Got to keep running, man.
Oh, he's just too small down there. Lou Williams
I know,
guarding
I
him.
was like, I saw Lou down
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, we're gonna get our starters back in.
Uncle Lou.
Uh-oh, that's not gonna happen this year.
Whoa.
Yep.
Yep. I was adjusting something on the menu. This is not a good showing from your boy right now.
Who won the game last year?
Chris did.
And
Yeah.
then what about the year before?
I think Ronnie won 15.
Yeah, I won
Oh,
15.
there's D'Angelo playing one of our new, or Chris
It's
Dunn
all-
playing one
I
of our
win
new
odd years, you
lockdowns.
win even years. That's,
If you
I think,
hold
how it's
if
been.
you hold the right stick off ball
Yes.
towards the defender, you can walk him down now. So guys had problems last year getting to a particular spot that they wanted to.
Yes.
Guys could walk down, back cut, walk him
let's-
down,
Yeah. So let's show that
cut out.
right now
There's a bunch of that stuff that's going on. Oh,
as the computer gets roasted by Ronnie's pick and roll.
some guys wanted,
Former
they
Laker.
requested the help defense slider. We have that now.
Yes.
So that's back in.
That's
so guys
cool.
can go in if they
That
want
should be
to.
super helpful.
To help, overhelp, or they say, oh, you guys are helping too early, overhelp. Some of those cases were true, some of them were not. But the choice is yours,
What
all yours.
Yeah.
the? I didn't really box out there. That just kind of fell into his lap. And that guy has some serious size.
Chris, I would just make him shoot threes. Just shrink the floor and see what happens.
I'm definitely
There
trying.
you go. I don't know, that's pretty open. There you go.
It's not
I thought I had a
good
pretty
right now
good
for the
look there.
Lakers.
Yeah, that might have been a little too open.
Boss hits those. Hold for last shot.
Hold for last
I don't know
shot.
why I'm coaching you.
Oh, can't roll.
I cannot get anything to drop, but nice new post moves in the post. You can
Yeah,
now
Ian
do
back here.
you can now do
I want to
shimmy-
get my revenge.
You
from
can now do
that
shimmy
1
hooks,
point
which
loss.
is really nice. There's a lot of new drop steps that are really, really nice. I think people that are really
Chris,
advanced in the post.
At
Yes,
least you have all those banners.
that's true.
There you're talking 16 of
That's
them,
true.
Ronnie.
That's
At
true.
least
How
you have
dare
all
you
those
disgrace the
numbers, all
purple
those
and
That's all right.
banners.
Listen, hey, listen. 2K27 comes out. It's gonna be lit with LA. Let me tell you. It's all right. I go down with the ship, baby. That's how we roll around here.
That is respect.
Ronnie has a golden ticket to not only the city of San Francisco, but to the bandwagon of the Golden State Warriors.
It's called the Golden Key, actually.
I see our
No,
boy,
it's a
much
golden
love to
ticket.
him, who was in here. Good old Red City boy,
Yes.
man,
Riddles.
little
Yeah.
killer.
Red City boy.
Yeah, so he was in them streets. There's another example of a lot more tip-ins this year.
Stop all.
A lot of you guys that want to control your own stuff, like I mentioned earlier, man, you're really going to be able to do that. That was big, is taking everything that we could do in Ace last year and now giving it to you as options as best we could. Architect your own D. Uh-oh, Dublin, that's a lot.
Oh,
he
I
got risky.
know. I was waiting for the
That was
Levine
three
cut
people
and it
there.
came, but I couldn't fit that pass in. Larry
Yeah,
Nance.
go right on the
That's your
D-pad.
boy.
Chris?
Yep.
There you go. So here's all your new focus options, and you can tab through these. So there's
Right.
no threes.
I really was tempted.
Unlike our old POE system, these
Yes.
are really extreme changes.
Yeah, I'm
so
glad-
you
I'm
see
glad you
them
brought that up.
immediately, like, hey, it's the end of the game. I don't want a three. They'll just switch everything. They'll pressure up
really
high, just as what
sloppy
a
with the
coach
ball.
would do.
I got to get some boards. That's really where I'm losing this game. I feel like I'm not getting any rebounds. And again, that's just a testament to how good Minnesota is as Ronnie's throwing up tip-ins.
I mean, I threw that up against, who was that?
I mean, no one's there, though. That.
No, but it was
Listen,
against
here's the thing.
Carl versus Clarkson. I'm going to throw that up every time. I have to. It was actually Lou. That's even worse.
That was a good drive. And some of you
was
guys will
nice drive.
notice, man, again, Big Czar and his crew,
Yes.
a lot of great spacing that you're seeing out there that are really adjusting. You want to take advantage of a lot of off-ball stuff, even with the CPU for you guys playing Play Now online, with the ability that the CPU's logic of, cutting on overplays and slipping. I can't
And
wait
the
till
foul
people play against the Warriors this year.
Yeah.
For
was
guys that are big My League fans.
They're tough, man.
I mean, they're just
They're
tough.
really,
And
really
we
tough.
talked to, and all the teams that, I spoke to this year, I mean, we have a lot of adjustments that you'll see that aren't, people don't even know yet,
Yeah.
that we've talked to about how they think they're going to try or other teams are going to try to play them. It's really hard, obviously. But, again, I know our boy Ian was in here, but, they lost a lot of that bench.
Yeah.
A lot
it's
of
gonna
that
be
core, they
interesting.
lost a
That's-
lot of that size. I know
I
they filled it
mean-
with David West and such, but
We were talking
Boy.
about how, a lot of it, that's not who I was trying to pass to. A lot of it is like continuity, Like those guys have been on that team for a while. They grew internally, and then, you swap in KD for a lot of parts that were important to that core, important to that rotation. That's going to be tough.
yeah.
Nice shot of
Hopefully they have enough leadership and to kind of navigate through the early part of the season that way, and
Yep.
I think they'll be fine.
Yep. As you can see here, you'll see, you guys haven't seen him yet, but Smart Coach that people had heard about and read about. Your assistant coach, that guy is on the sideline with his own animations, and you can see he's charting everything on the floor. So when he talks to you and he comes in the huddle, he'll talk about, how bad our transition defense is, talk about specific players. Like, we need to go over the top of screens on Kevin Durant. So if you're a casual fan that's just picking up the game or trying to get better, I suggest that you're paying attention to him. Oh, Chris, you know the rule, winning tips. You never foul a jump shooter.
Ronnie paid off these virtual refs pretty good, man.
That
What are you doing? How much
45% just
VC
turned
are you
into
throwing at these
85%.
virtual refs right now, man?
Or maybe he doesn't shoot that high from the line. Oh, green,
He does tonight.
as our boy Stauffer would say, green.
Yes, you will not miss a green shot this year.
Yeah, no green misses. Good D. Oh, I don't know if I like this one, Chris. Get out of
Oh, take it.
Trying.
Come on, Carl, pick that. Oh, nice.
there. So you can see we helped from the corner there, but that's because Julius Randle's in the corner. So now, if that's a
Wanna
different
put you on
shooter, they're
post
not
though.
they're gonna try their best, obviously, not to do that with particular. Whoa, KG.
KG looking like 20 years ago.
Yeah,
Oh, look at him
Little-
just melt to the
little
crowd.
southpaw.
Oh, you're
Oh,
not. You're not
give
doing
me.
that.
There's a lot of turnovers in this game, guys.
He's
I'm
gonna
trying
give
to put on highlight plays
I'm gonna give
here.
Ronnie a lot of credit. He's getting a lot of good.
What?
Oh,
the-
steal. They're off.
Oh, look at the hustle.
I cannot get a loose ball right now.
Tibbs.
Let's slow this down.
Enjoy this victory. It's the only one you're gonna get this year.
I don't know about that.
That's the only one you're gonna get this year.
I mean, if you keep throwing me the basketball.
Yeah, I know. It's all right. I'll play off ball too. Here we go. The Wolves are very athletic and very fast. That's the thing. about them.
Oh, he's going to get there, but he's not there soon enough.
Timeout. Ronnie's playing the game of his life. So what other notes can we talk about gameplay?
Gosh, where do we start?
Probably not a lot to go off from the Lakers play tonight. So Scott, tell me when the Lakers are.
I mean,
not
a lot
playing
of it,
tonight.
man. I highly suggest you guys go read Mike's blog
Yes.
for the mechanics part of it.
That's on Facebook.com/NBA2K. Check out the notes. You can also read it on our friends over at Operation Sports.
Absolutely. Our friends definitely over there at OS. I can talk to you more about what we didn't talk about yet as far as the AI stuff for those interested. There's tons of new schemes that are in. So
Yeah.
again, we talked to roughly, I believe, 25 or 27 to be exact, teams around the league. And then we also talked to them about those teams that maybe we didn't get to.
Right.
So everything is in there from how they play pick and roll on specific tops of the floor. Those are all in there. There's new freelance offenses. So we have 30 total now. Not 30 new, 30 total. New ones like the dribble drive motion, Doug Moe, new freelances for the
Yep.
Cavs and Warriors. So if you're huge fans of that, you'll see that. We already talked about the transition offensive defense. A lot of guys I noticed in the forum.
Good roll.
Oh,
Look at
and
that.
cleared
No
out a side.
defense.
Yeah,
Nice
with
roll.
Levine
I
over
saw
there.
that coming.
Yep. Formation recognition was a big one for some of our hardcore guys. Horns really killed us. That was that 1-2-2 look with 2 shooters in the corner. Oh, good cross. Oh, floater alert. No.
Nope.
Okay.
I mean, they're so quick. I have a double every single play. It's crazy.
Yeah, no.
A big thing for us with our squad this year is
We're also
difficulty
in the
matters. We have a lot of guys that I like to call selling tickets. You know, I'm scoring 45 a game, OG, Chris. I'm killing them out here in them streets, and then they're on pro. You know, like they're playing rookie.
Right.
Rookie default. that's the mode that they're on. But this year you're not gonna get the full bag of tricks of goodies unless you're playing on Superstar Hall of Fame. So we have a lot of guys out there that killed last year, that did really well in Ace. But overall, scores are down over 10 points as a whole on the Hall of Fame level from my career players. So we were pretty, you know, and we didn't cheat anybody. We just did exactly what NBA teams do, how they try to adjust to the best of our ability, and that made quite the difference. This year, some of you my career players will want to think about this on your free agent decisions. You're getting boosts or I should say awareness boosts and stuff like that for the better defensive coach that you play for. So playing for that coach now matters. So
Nice dunk.
and I can just tell on the facial expression of Manning right now that is just not good.
It's all right. It happens.
I mean,
And there's other
he's
things
gonna
that we'll
figure-
dive
he's gonna
into
figure
later.
out a way
Oh,
to score with this team. He's gonna figure it out.
yeah.
It's all good. Listen, here's the thing. Yes, Ronnie's playing a great game.
Oh.
But the one thing, you know, again, I want to reiterate is
Yeah.
like showing off a lot of this stuff, right,
Yeah.
for the first time.
Definitely, dude.
You know me, when I get really quiet, that's when I get.
Yeah. Chris, one thing that I can't believe I haven't mentioned yet
Yes.
that we were really excited about is in the Pro-Am, you're finally able to, and you can do this in the regular game too,
Yes.
is switch on the fly.
Yes.
How many times did it drive us crazy? Even us as developers
Yeah.
is like, all right, man, you got to get off him. You can't guard him. I got him.
Yep.
Well, now the point guard can decide that for you. You're essentially your floor general. You just tell him, hey, let's switch this matchup, and he can do that now on the fly.
And that's the point guard doing that.
That is the point guard doing that. Yes, that was the most feasible way right now
Right.
for us to get it in. Because then, say if we have all 5 doing it, and we
Right,
gave
it's
you that
still-
ability,
Right.
you know, you want to switch, then he wants to switch, and then everybody's, you know,
Well, also-
essentially getting mad at each other. So
I was trying to
look at the
dunk
fans;
there.
they're gone.
This is
Oh,
the
Staples!
fans have
Staples is just.
almost banking it.
I don't think the
If I
pro.
make
I think I got
I
out
don't think the
rebounded
Pro-Am
by
final was this.
20. No, this was bad. This was bad. We
Yeah.
should run one back right now, though. We should do 2.
Yeah.
I'm ready to do 2. You got more stuff to talk about?
Yeah,
let's
we
do,
got,
let's
man,
do
we
another
got
one.
a lot of stuff. Again, we had
fans
like go
vote
for
on
like
which
20
te-
pages.
Which team do you want to
different
see?
notes,
I'll
man.
play the fan vote this time.
Yeah, who do we want to see? And what
That was a
do
spanking.
we need to
Right,
change
Round
okay,
one,
good
camera?
game.
Good game, my friend.
Good game. Let's run one back.
I was gonna let Ian take our spot, one of our spots, but
to our
he's
boy
okay.
Mono JR? Okay, God, this is flying.
Yeah,
Talking about break starter, all those
Yes.
have definitely been touched.
definitely.
As you can see in this game. So
Good game.
we're
Game one
excited to
goes
get
to
you
Ronnie.
guys' feedback.
Yes, sir.
Game one goes to
Look
Ronnie.
at that Team 2K right there.
Please